This is Scorecard. Today on the program, we are in a highbrow area of Lagos where the chairman is working assiduously in order to make a little London out of this local government for the benefits of all. This is Umiayeni. We are going to take this time out now, and when we come back, we shall crack into the happenings in this local government in order for you to know what the chairman has done so far in the last 2 years. We will take this time out and we'll be back in just a bit. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, welcome back. It's time to get cracking on Scorecard edition of today's program. Like I said a while ago, today we are in Lagos East Local Council Development Area, and the chairman is seated here with me on the program today. He is Honorable Rafiu Olufumi Olatunji. That's talking about the chairman, Lagos Eti-Osa East Local Council Development Area. Nice having you on the program, sir.
Welcome.
Wow, let me say, with the humongous responsibility you have on your hands, how do you cope with all of them?
So far so good. Good afternoon, my brother. My name remains Olufumi Rafiu Olatunji, the executive chairman Eti-Osa Lcda. And I really give thanks to Almighty Allah for leading me so far to govern this my LCD. Eti-Osa is LCD, and being a grassrooter, I was one time a councillor under the defunct CNC then. Later, I rose to the position of vice chairman under this very local government, under the leadership of Alhaji Owodabisa, CNC. Now I am the chairman of this local government. All glory be to Almighty Allah. And I don't think I find it difficult to govern because I was one time the council, as I said earlier, vice chairman. So I know many things going on in my locality and beyond. So that is why I'm able to put on some infrastructure with a little time that we spend so far in this administration.
Wow, you've really come a long way. All right, Chairman, on Scorecard, we used to focus on 4 key areas of development, and we take them one after the other. We'll start with the infrastructural development of this local government. After that, we go to the educational development of this local government. From there, we go to the environment. And the last one will be the human and healthcare development of this local government. So let's start with the infrastructure. What was the situation like when we came into office? And now that 2 years has gone down the line, what is the situation right now?
Thank you very much, my brother. As you can see, Eti-Osa is local council development area is a completely a virgin local government, whereby there is no any good road except the one that leads from Aja down to Badore, Langbasa, Ado. Because when I came on board, I'll be able to put on some drainages, at least the length is about 350 meters, and I'll be able to complete Macarius / Odrota Road in Aja as well, with interlocking when the street light as well. We completed that one. Another one is ongoing again inside Aja as well. All what I am saying is very, very feasible. That's something that you can see. It's not that maybe it's telling lie, or maybe what they can see, you can see it. After this interview, I will let's say maybe employ you or challenge you to go there. You sit on ground. There are another one going right now. That is Salejebu, same thing in Aja as well. To make it, why I'm doing this is that if you are coming from Badore and you have a traffic dreadlock along the main road, you can pass through Aja, then you buzz out at Alex Road or Aitoro Road, that is the beggar area. If you go there now, We do very massive drainages there with interlocking ongoing right now. They've started interlocking it from Ballet House down to Alesha Junction area, whereby we can bust out easily if you don't want to pass the main road. So it's there, it's something that you can see. So again, concerning the infrastructure as well, this Shogotado, where we're having the seat of the local council development area here, there wasn't any drainages, talkless of the roads before I came on board. Now, if you go to Assis Olubushi, our former Ballet road there, you will see the standard state specification road that I'm embarking on is rightly, we finished concerning the drainages now, that is 370 something meters. Wow. So we're about to start the interlocking of that road as well. Then again, if you go to Badore Langbasa, where we're having our KBC, a Lcda of Langbasa land, we've started another 333 meters of a lengthy road, both drainages and interlocking as well. But ongoing right now is drainages, but that place is highly, in Eti-Osa. That's why we call Eti-Osa, where we're having an water log area. So we need to do our concrete drainage both sides, concrete side. So state specification where our former amiable governor Ali Atis Radley laid down that you want to do a original drainage should be concrete, not the olden days where we do concrete here, another block 90s block no. Concrete, whereby some years that time you're not able to come back there and do it again. If you go to that place, that is about 333 meters. That one is ongoing as well. So to make sure that we put back to those that vote for us what we normally talk seriously during the all this what I am saying is what you can see feasible on ground. So it's not a physical thing and maybe the man is just saying no. It's not a window passing contract. We go there and we give them to reputable contractors and they are handling it right now. Again, we are about to start the one inside Ado. Our former ES, now about Langbasa, he did, during the onboarding time, he did one road where he stopped. I picked now to complete that one, to link down to Langbasa Road. So that also will stand as alternative road. If you are having another traffic girl along Baduri Langbasa Road, you just pass to that place, then bust out at Okirala here. So that one also, we've award that one is about to start immediately. So that is it about the infrastructural aspects.
Thank you. Now let's go to the educational sector of this local government. I know at times the infrastructure used to lash into the educational development because when we begin to talk about the building, putting the infrastructures in place, so they are interwoven. So let's go to what you have done to make education for the pupils of this local government in the areas of the school premises, the school buildings, other school accessories that you give to primary school pupils, and also to develop education generally in this local government.
Thank you very much. Before I move on to the education aspects, let me quickly round up the infrastructure aspects. When I came on board, the way I met the council secretariat. When I came on board, it's just like sandy environment here. When I came on board, we do interlocking of the whole council premises. And I know how I made the council hall. I delivered it to at least the 15 aspects, because that is the only hall that we now have our different kind of meetings, the chieftaincy meeting, the CDC meeting, and other meeting as well, the political meeting. So if you go there now, you can even see that what I try to make it every year. Well, on infrastructural aspect as well, we'll be able to construct area office at a resettlement center, because what we're having here as our secretariat cannot contain every one of us. We are many here, so that is why when I came on board, I see that this office is too shallow. You can very, very shallow, very, very too small to contain every one of the staff here. So that's why we'll be able to build about 6 rooms to contain some of our staff. We move them to our area office now. Again, on staff welfare, again, we'll be able to purchase cars for the legislators, the ESCO, and some management. We give them in terms of easy mobility, where if you want to send them somewhere, they'll be able to go easily. So those are the part of the staff welfare as well, and the political office holder. On infrastructure aspect, I'll be able to grade several roads. One, Gani Olubushi Road, Boro Pitch Road, Asajon Road, Ogombo Road, Okunwaja Okumopo Road, and Ekins / Salu Obodo Road as well. We've graded all this road to make it motorable, so that whenever motorists are going without even third road, at the same time they can be able to reach their home very easy. Back to the education aspect.
Okay.
You know, they just said education is light.
Yes.
When I came on board, I expect round a week or 2 weeks after I came on board. I expect around the school. I know what is their challenges. I saw at least what I am not happy with at all. Some of them do not even have door, no window, no marker board, no bench and desk, the roof of there, no everything. And I'm having about 8 primary school. Okay. 8 primary school, namely Shogota Primary School, Olom Primary School, which is in Nigeria, Badre Primary School, Adu Primary School, Ogomo Primary School, Ikota Okunwaja Primary School, and Okumopo Primary School. So, by the grace of God, I'll be able to rated 6 primary school out of 8, and the other 2 is ongoing right now. We've awarded that one to the contractor to complete that one for me, and as well, again, through the NGO, they helped me to renovate 1 primary school as well inside the Badure Primary School as well. Then, during our national campaign, we have in one area called resettlement area. The people that they moved from Morocco down to that place, there are about 36 resettlement communities, which they are barely. And thank God, with the primary school, we've completed it, we even commissioned it. Not only that, I went to Redeemed Places of God, Tabernacle of David, Ajalaje. I walked in there, I met their pastor. Pastor, sir, I want your assistant. I want us to collaborate together in terms of JV, joint venture. Say, in which area? I said, I want you to help me to build school. So that we join hands together and say, okay, I will give you primary school. No, don't go to primary school. I'm on that as well. Secondary school. What if just junior secondary school? I said, okay, if that's what you want, sir, I want to build this school. Do you have land? Yes, we have land. The children there, so far so good. Give us a 1-story building of a secondary school, junior platform, JS1 to JS3. We've commissioned that one through our amiable governor, Governor Sanwo-Olu. That has been commissioned as well. That is under education. Then I'll be able again to distribute JAM form, DCE form, as well as bursary awards. So the distribution of DCE form, JAM form, Again, concerning the youth aspect, we empower them, we train them vocationally. We have a vocational center. We'll be able to graduate about 3 sets. And each set constitutes 200 students on different kind of vocational training, like hairdressing, barbing, salon, and other items like this, all those makeup artists. So we train about 600 students now, and which we give them a certificate.
Yeah. Now let's go to the third category of our point of discussion. That is the environment. First of all, we will look at the security of the environment, because when an environment is well secured, the lives of the people are ensured for longevity, so to say. So now let's look at it this way. What have you done in the area of security of this environment before we now go to the sanitation of the environment, what you have been doing to keep your environment very clean?
This my local government is very, very tough concerning the security challenge, i.e. in terms of kidnapping, the cultist aspect. They are very, very rampant here, but to God be the glory. With the help of the security force, like the policemen, OP Mesa, and local vigilante, will be able to curb many of these all useless guys. Was they want to turn this our local government to their headquarters, but with my proactive action, I did not allow them to do so. Of recently, I commissioned about 15-man committee consisted of predominantly the OPC, powerful one. So give them uniform. We're about to give them a vehicle, patrol vehicle, to be going all around now. So because they help me a lot with to complement the effort of the policemen and OP Mesa. So we've at least established those ones. They're about 50 in numbers. The 50 number, so that to curb all these insensate killings and armed robbery in our local government here.
What have you been doing to keep the environment clean? The marketplaces, the drainages, what have you done to keep them always very clean?
Thank you very much, my brother. Earth is wealth. If your environment is so dirty, probably you have a lot of epidemics that can occur at any given time, but in which I don't even give chance to that. If you can go, as this we are coming now, you will see that our environment is somehow clean, unlike before. So every month we did mop up, and every market environmental was doing environmental exercise that we go all out with all our staff to various markets to go there and do environmental with them together to clear up the reviews. We always pay all the PSP to give us constant taking away our reviews. If you can go now, I'm very sure we still see most of them that are parking the reviews in both the media and inside the community. And then at the road, those are the major area that we're having all these challenges concerning security, environmental aspects. Then again, in terms of the desalting of drainages, if you go to the road now, you see that we started from Aja, in front of Olumegbo House, down to Lambasa. We've cleaned, desalting all the drainages there. Even in front of our local government here, we don't always cut it away immediately. So those are the measures that we put on terms of environment aspect.
Yeah, so let's go to the last point of discussion on the program today, and that is the human and healthcare development of this local government. Here, we shall be talking about what you have done to empower your people in the areas of poverty alleviation programs, help given to the widows, the aged, the youth development, and also we shall look at what you have done to help the PHCs, the primary healthcare centers, to run smoothly without any form of disturbances, or breakdown here in this local government.
Welcome, my brother. Thank you very much. On PAC, that is 8 aspects. So far, so good. When I came on board, I'll be able to renovate 2 standard primary health care centers, namely Okenala Health Center, that is my King bus stop. Then the one at the settlement area, non-function at all. But I want to tell you now, we renovated it in conjunction with the Redeemed Christian of the Church of God, the Tabernacle of David. We put in the personnel staff. They are there working. We're having about 2 or 4 resident doctors. The nurses are there, the children are there. They are working there 24 hours with bed, the materials, and other sensitive equipment. If you want to go on your maybe inspection, you see it there. And we commission it through our governor as well. So all those ones concerning the, then I do primary health center. We done. I think they have, when I came on board, I saw that their fence fell down, the fence. So we renovate that one as well. No generator. We gave them about 7 kVA generator to run that, to power that place both day and night. So all these things, we put it in place, and we are still going to do more. And presently, the one at Okumaja, Okumoko, APC, have already approved the reconstruction of that place. That is one. Then the one, that is the major one, inside Aja community, the LDS PAC center we're having. So this last rain disturbed them a lot. So that is why I moved the staff there down to Kerala. So we are ready to demolish the whole building and reconstruct it to at least a story building to make it befitting and a modern day PAC center with equipment.
Okay. So let's go,
Then in terms of empowerment, you said I'll be able to empower the widow as well. Well, last week Thursday, we empower about 100 people monetarily to start their business. And we somehow laudable. If you can go out now and say, "Oh, if you try out, if you give us business," I ask them, go and start something doing. Let me teach you how to fish, not to be collecting money from me always.
So nice talking to you, sir, on the program today. Wow, it's been a time that is worth the while with the chairman of Eti-Osa East Local Council Development Area, Honorable Olufunmi Rafiu Latunji. You've heard it all from him. He has enumerated the long list of achievements that he has in his coffers in the last 2 years. It's now time to go out there, talk to people, ask them questions about these achievements that he had mentioned all along since the program started today. And then we can now own up to our own opinion as far his achievements in this local government. So time to go out, and from there we shall be saying bye-bye on the program today as we normally do. Next time, it could be your local government. You could see us in your street, so always be on the lookout. This is Fumi Ayeni signing off, saying see you next time.
Well, his activities so far has been so wonderful. It has been people-oriented activities because of various projects he has embarked upon since his assumption of office as the chairman of Eti-Osa East Lcda. Just recently, we've commissioned various projects, among which are the junior secondary school in resettlement area along Gaja axis in Eti-Osa East Lcda, and for the past almost 20 years that those people have been resettled, they've not had any secondary school whatsoever, and that had been made possible with the effort of the chairman, Honorable Rafiu Olatunji Olufumi, in conjunction with the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Tabernacle of David, Ilaje. And also, just recently, I think last month or thereabout, we commissioned primary school, newly built primary school.
This present chairman, Honorable Rafiu Olufumi Olatunji, is a wonderful man. Why I say he's a wonderful man is what he has done, especially in our resettlement area here in Eti-Osa East. He done a lot of things for us. The primary school was built by the Honorable Rafiu Olufumi, while also the health center was commissioned by him. Secondary school also. So we are still expecting more of that from him.